Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all honor, praise, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakakwadash. Double honor to our apostles, our elder bishops, and brothers of great millstone everywhere. Peace and salutation to the hopeful elect, pushing the true doctrine across the four winds of the earth and all truth and sincerity. I'm Lamar Ariyah from the Mississippi Camp. Lord willing, this be edifying lesson. And let me say first that this might be cap, man, because I don't know, it just seemed a little far-fetched, if you will, but nevertheless, Lord willing, through the Spirit, I'm going to use this just to make a edifying video. Lord willing, it'll be edifying. But anyway, if it is true, I'm sure it's not happened before, but if it is true, then this is a whole nother level of simpness, a whole different spectrum of being a sucker ass nigga. But I'm gonna play the video, and like I say, Lord willing, is edified. All right, here you go.
It wasn't like that when I first met her, which was like the end of August, beginning of September. But my name is Richard, I'm 30, and what got me out here is I was on my way to work, and I run into a nice, pretty girl out here. How we linked up is I was walking. I don't need to go into full details with that, but I was walking, seeing her. I was like, "Damn, you too pretty, guy. What you doing out here, Ma?" And then she started talking to me. We had a conversation, had a spark. I mean, I don't use, but turns out that she did her little choosing of her drug, and we just was talking and stuff like that. Went on a date with her, and from there, I just ended up liking her a lot, so it grew from there. And I started coming out here every day, as I'm going to work, checking on her before I go to work and after I get off in the morning. So, what else?
Yeah, so you checking on her, and now you're out here. What's your situation right now?
All right, because I stayed out here with her for a few days, just to make sure she's good, because they rob out here, rob the female, each other females and stuff, steal from them. A lot of stuff that goes on out here that I noticed, and I'm like, damn, this is a new world. It's a different world out here. Seriously, it's different. And I just wanted to be like a security, like her protector out here. So I stayed out here a few days. I had a spot to stay with my uncle up north, but I was gone for like 5 days, so my uncle ended up saying, you know what, you had somewhere to go, pretty much on the third. He don't like her. She was able to come on my spot a few times. I'm paying my uncle rent. He decided that he didn't want her to come over anymore, so then I started coming out here. After a while, I ended up becoming homeless. So now I just stay from time to time at my brother's house, or I'm out here. But I do not use drugs. I mean, it smells good. It looks good, but I never would do it. It's mind over matter. But what else you want to know?
So even though you don't,
just look at her. She out of there. She locked in. Through. And he just sitting there. I guess just a normal day for him.
use drugs, does you get tempted, being that your other half do? Does it make you tempted to try it?
Yeah, I get curious sometimes. I ask her, about it, but she won't allow it, though. You know what I'm saying? She don't. And sometimes I look at it like it's a joke. That's what she do hate about it,
She don't allow it because she got you as a sucker. She don't want to share her drugs, and I'm pretty sure you supporting it. I'm sure you tapping in with the coins to help her supply her drugs and her habit. So yeah, she ain't allowing it. She want to get down herself. More for her.
She's like, no, this is serious, and because of her past situation, she didn't want me to go down the same path. I ain't gonna lie, I did ask her a couple times, but.
Well, how do y'all support her habit?
Honestly, I work, so I'll give her some money, or she hustle for hers. You know what I'm saying?
How does that make you feel? Does that bother you at all?
Honestly, since I met her, it don't bother me because that's how she was living before I actually met her. So I had to accept that in order to deal with her. See what I'm saying? Now, am I trying to prevent that, change that? Yes, I am. I'm currently, like I said, I'm working overnight. But once taxes hit, that's what I'm relying on right now because my job don't pay me much. I'm on child support. I don't want to go into full details. I don't really talk.
But does that make you nervous sometime when she go to make her hustle, whether she gonna come back safe or not?
Yeah, so like I say, man, if this is not cap, this real, this nigga is like he's taking simping to a whole new level. And why do I say that? Because he met her already, being a druggie, strung out on the streets, and he decided to go be on the streets with her, trying to be her protector, whatever. Now he's homeless, right? And he supplies her drug habit. Now, do you think Eve would have done that shit for him? Would have just become homeless and she got a small job or whatever, making a few coins and supported his drug habit? Hell no. Eve would never even gave him the time of day. So Jake is just, Jake through, man. Like I say, it's almost like this can't be fucking real. This got to be kept. Ain't no nigga in his right mind that went homeless to be with a drug addict, homeless chick. That shit is like diabolical, man, and crazy as hell. But let's get to the scripture. It's the book of First Ezra, chapter 4, starting at verse 25. Wherefore a man loved his wife better than his father or his mother. Yea, many there be that have run out of their wits for women and become servants for their sakes. So this man has run out of his wits, man. He has lost his mind. He has not used wisdom. His judgment is not wise judgment. He's gone. He is really, his mental state is not stable if he did this. Because this is not a chick that, they was already together, might had a home together, apartment, and they was growing together, then they just fell on hard times. No, this is a rebound, homeless, drug addict chick that he just scooped up. That's crazy. That's nasty work. So, he's gone out his wish for her sakes, man. He's a servant for her. He's got a little job. He make a few dollars. He support her drug habit. This chick is probably his motivation to go to work. And I don't know how you can be motivated to go to work to support a drug addict. And I know that box can't be hidden like that. But he said she hustled to get her own money, so I'm sure it's getting hit like that. That's crazy, man. Many also have perished, have erred, and sinned for women. And then they'll tell him what all he's willing to do to keep this woman doped up and satisfied and happy or whatever, man. Or what might happen to him for trying to protect her. He may perish, okay? He may do some sinful shit. Who knows? But nevertheless, he has gone out his wits. He's out his fucking mind to decide to be a rest haven for a homeless drug addict, man. This is crazy work. All right, this is the book of Proverbs, chapter 21, starting at verse 8. The way of a man is forward and strange, but as for the pure, his work is right. It is better to dwell in a corner of the housetop than with a brawling woman in a wide house. So if he had a house with a brawling woman, a woman who was just always with the shit, he can't get no peace. She always trying to put her hands on him, always trying to, just have arguments and fight and being disruptive and just no peace at all. He'll be cool with it. Why would he? Why would he would not rather dwell in the corner of a rooftop or a housetop than to be in their house with their quarrelsome woman. Because if any man willing to, adopt or choose a drug addict, homeless woman to be his squeeze and to go homeless to be with her, that nigga's a fool. So he'll take and do whatever a woman say do, man. Man, shit. We need salvation, man. Jake through. So, Lord willing, this was an edifying lesson. Hey, man, these women are a curse in their own to Jake, man, because Jake will destroy himself over a fucking woman. Hey, Lord willing, this is an edifying lesson. I want to give all honor, praise, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakakwadash. Double honor to our apostles, our elder bishops, and brothers of Great Millstone, and rule well. Peace and salutation to the hopeful elect. Shalom.